Hello, good morning. How are you doing today? It is Monday, June 10th, 2024. I am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the Morning Blessing. Hello, Colin. Hello, Stacy. How wonderful to see you both. Thank you for your notes, Guy. Good morning, Peter. How are you feeling this morning? Lovely to see you all here. It's 8 o'clock. Let's get the show on the road. Look at what we're saying. To get what you desire, you must know what you desire. Morning, Peter. Yes, Stacey, morning. Can you imagine this? To get what you desire, you must know what you desire. We all think we know what we desire. And good morning, Loretta. How are you this morning? How are you feeling today? So the first thing you have to affirm. Many times before asking, we should always say, is that what I desire for sure? It has to be that you desire, what you desire. And you have to know it. Many times we do not actually say it. We know we want something, but sometimes we are so afraid to express it. I don't mean expressing it to others, even to ourselves. We cannot say to ourselves, that before you ask, you have to say, I desire this for sure. This is what I want to be for sure. That is what I want to have for sure. That is what I'm looking for sure. We have it. We don't fully comprehend it because we're saying we want a version of it. But as you know, everything we desire, good morning, Yoko, how are you feeling this morning, has a particular version. So to get what you desire, you must know what you desire. If you're not sure, then you have to ask yourself, is this really how I want it? Is this for sure how I need to see this? Because it's so important to affirm. And affirmation is how you speak. An affirmation is your words. How do you say it? How do you affirm it? Because many times we say it with no energy, with no vibration, with no guts. Literally no guts. We do not have the guts to say, this is exactly what I desire. Especially if we are talking to another person or if we're requesting something. That's great to hear you wonderful people feeling great today. It's when you ask that question of yourself, that's when it's really strong. And sometimes you cannot stand it. Some people say to me, do you listen to your stuff when you're finished? Yes, I listen. When I do a shot, I play it back and I walk away from it so I can hear it from a distance in my ear. So then I can decide whether I like it or not. And whether I like the inflection, the way it is. Is that, hi Nancy, good morning. Is that what I'm looking for? Is that what I'm feeling? So before you to get what you desire, you must know what you desire. And everybody's going to say, but Tessa-Marie, I do know you don't always. You notice I say you don't always. For you to be sure that is what you're looking for, you have to affirm it. And when you affirm in things, it spreads. Good morning, Narita. How are you feeling this morning? The minute you start to affirm something, it spreads. And you're saying to yourself, oh, well, you know what? It is different. It's a little bit different from what I saw. It's not the same from what I was looking at or thinking. Why is it changing? So affirmation makes things clear. You have to know what you desire before you ask for it, before you desire it. You have to know it. Know what it is you desire. To get it, you have to know it. It's like going to get shoes and you just pick up a pair of shoes and walk away. Did you really choose the size for you or the color you want or the style? So that's what I mean. You desired it. It's that little joke we all have. Hello, Peniculus. That, thanks, Erita, that this lady was praying to God for a husband. And she prayed and she asked God to send her a man. And according to the parable, the joke, whatever you want to call it, God sent her a man. And she believed that man came from God. So she went back to him and she said, listen, I asked you for a man. And you sent me a one-legged man. And apparently God said to her, you didn't specify. You did not say he had to have 2 legs. You asked for a man. So when you people come to me and they say to me, Tessa-Marie, I desire to have my own home. And I say, well, what kind of home? And they say, well, a home. And I say, no. What? Oh, I want to buy a house. Okay, what type of house? I want to buy a condo. What? Where? Split level condo, corner condo, what part of the city? A house, a bungalow, a back split, a 1.5 story, 2 story. Oh, we can go on forever. A castle. So to get what you desire. So when you are there manifesting and nothing is coming true, affirm for sure that what you're asking for is what you desire. Do you really desire it as you're seeing it? Or are you just dropping in the moment and picking whatever come, and then a week later you show back and say, I didn't ask for that. That's not what I wanted. I never expected that. But you didn't affirm it. That is where we lose our contact with what we desire, is the affirmations. Affirmations are powerful. We need to have strong, explicit affirmations, because that helps us to see our desires properly. Good morning, Jean. Long time no see. Missed you. How are you doing? Feeling today? How do you do that? Tessa-Marie, how do I do that? You do that by making sure that what you're asking for, you need it. Write it down. Things become clearer, a lot clearer, or they become clear, just like you take away the clouds. You put it on paper. I don't care if you put it on the back of an envelope 10 times. Write what it is you're looking for down, because you have to know what it is before it will come to you, or before. To get it, you have to desire it. To get what you desire, you have to know what you desire, not any half, whatever. You know the word I was going to say, but it's illegal. The result of manifesting lies in the ability to articulate that which is hidden from you, because you have not begun to search to be clear. This is what you desire. Got that? The results of manifesting lies in the ability for you to articulate what it is you desire, because sometimes what we desire is hidden from us, because we have not gone into search for it. We have not taken the time. It's like somebody is doing something and you say, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. Of course. But can you do all what they have to do to get it? So many times we turn around and you say, if you can do it, I can do it. But I had to do certain things to get it. It's like the occasion where we were together, a bunch of ladies, and this one lady pointed at everybody with her index finger and said, I want what you have. And people were shocked because they didn't expect anybody to do that. You have a house, I want a house, a husband, swimming pool, kids, whatever. And she went on like that. She was bold. And she did it. And everybody looked at her, and then I just couldn't, me and my big mouth. I said, are you willing to pay the price for that, what you want? It comes with a price, No answer, because she didn't even know for sure. She just knew she wanted it. That is, I want a man situation, and she get the one with one leg, and that's not what I asked for. You didn't ask for it. You didn't articulate. You didn't affirm it. You didn't know what you were looking for. You just saw it. Somebody have a man, you want a man. Somebody has a house, you want a house. Somebody has that. No. I have stories on that. That is just too much. Like this lady, she was from Jamaica, a nurse at the hospital, Scarborough General. She worked for years. She had a husband that was not faithful. Okay, that left. But she had 5 children. And that lady worked and had houses, and she was renting them. She retired. She just used to come to the bank. She had investment. She started off as a nurse. But she knew what she was looking for. She didn't let the broken marriage kept her back. In other words, like they would say in the Caribbean, she put her belt around her waist to make sure her clothes stayed together, and off she went and marched through life and attained what she desired. Then one of her sons, good-looking man, I always remember that smile, and he comes with her to the bank. And the reason why he's here is because he wants to buy a house, because his friend has bought a house. So he didn't know his mother was smarter than him. He had no idea. So she showed up with, and she knew one of the guys that did the loans and stuff. Made an appointment for him, and Corinne knows who, Michael. And that lady came into the bank with her son, And he smiled, and a wife and a baby, and he was holding the baby. Then he gave the baby to the wife. And he found out the mother, because Michael had to call me because it was unusual. She would give him the money for the down payment, but she was giving it to him as a loan. And she wanted us to set it up in such a way that he had to make payments. So therefore, we had to ask him his income. And with his handsome face and his beautiful smile, when Michael called me and I went in and I said, "So how much money do you make?" That's how he answered me. And I asked him again, and he didn't know. He just wasn't going to say it. And I never saw a backhand go across a grown man's face so fast in my life. His mother went bang. And she said to him, "You should know how much money you make like that." And she snapped her fingers. She got up and she said, "You know what, Mr. Langford, my son is not ready to buy a house. He doesn't even know how much money he earns." And she walked out of the bank. So he doesn't know. You want something because somebody else has something. He thought his mother would either give him one of her houses or she would turn around and give him the money to do this. She said, "No, he's not ready." I don't know whatever happened. I don't think she was an older lady, but she was sharp as a tack. So that is why we need to know, we have to know what it is we desire. The result of manifesting lies in the ability to articulate that which is hidden from you, because you have gone to search it to be clear. This is what you desire. So you went in there, you're looking, that is exactly what I desire. And you went looking for it. So many of us are dissatisfied with the state of our life. But when asked what a better life would look like, we are not able to say exactly what. How many times have you met somebody and they're dissatisfied with their life? And when you ask them, so you do not like the life you have now, what is it you would like? They are unable to tell you. They cannot articulate it. They just know they're unhappy here. What happens here? They haven't spent the time to go in and say exactly what it is I am looking for. You have to know what you desire in order for you to find it. You have to know it. You have to articulate it. You have to feel it. You have to taste it. People want to ask about manifesting. What you manifest, if you keep seeing it outside the window, you haven't manifested it yet. You have to either go to it or bring it to you. The two of you have to become one. Your dream has to become part of you. You have to feel it. You have to taste it. You have to play with it. It has to vibrate through your body. They say your desire should be, and not very many people have seen how a snake slithers on a boulder. They said it takes over the boulder and it slithers over it. That it becomes part of it. It can hide in it, around it, underneath it. So when it is we desire something, we need to go understand that sitting here and manifesting and looking over there, that is not. We have to be able to plant ourselves in what we desire to have, to be, to become, to enjoy, whatever. Do you realize that we are able to do that with what it is we do not desire? The thing that has hurt us, we go back into it and replay it and replay it, and we feel the energy, we feel the pain all over again. And we wonder why we keep getting the same thing. Because we leave it over and over again, yet the thing we really desire, we cannot bring it. If the affirmation is not making it come to us, it shows up. And we are part of it. And we need to feel, how would you feel, they ask in manifestation, if you had what you desire? How would you feel? Bring that energy to you and put yourself in the feeling of energy. Remember, we've been talking all year round about feeling. I love how this makes me feel when I do it. And so in order for it to manifest, we have to feel as if it has manifest. We have to seek the feeling. is not only looking, if we see it outside of where we are, then it's not us, it is not part of us. If what we are looking for, we see it outside of us, it's not part of us. To get it, you have to live it. You have to taste it. You have to touch it. You have to feel it. You have to vibrate with it. When you see it, if it's going to take your breath away, you want to do something and put yourself and you see yourself. If you want to do a podcast, everybody wants to do this podcast. It's a big thing now. Put yourself in the podcast. Are you there? Is the mic in your hand? Is the feel? How do you feel? It's your first one. Stop and feel how you feel doing that first thing. That is part of it. If you desire, if you to get what you desire, you must know what you desire. You must feel what you desire. You must see it. You must enjoy it. You must cater to it. Do not be less than it. Because if you choose less, you will get less. So the result of the manifesting lies in the ability to articulate that which is hidden from you, because you have gone to search to be clear. This is what you desire. You have to be clear. When your prayers are not answered, were you clear? Or were your prayers answered, oh God, he's going to take his time? Of course he will. He's waiting for you to tell him what? He's not going to tell you this is best for you unless you ask. But if you sit there and say, God will do the laundry, and I just go to the river with the basket of clothes and sit there and expect God to come and wash it for you, well, then you're going to be there for a long time. He helps those who help himself. He never said physically, I'll do it for you. And when you have the helpers come, you do not take them. I ask people to talk to your angel. And some of us maybe never had an angel, know about angels growing up, but try it. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to make you worse than you are. Just try it and see what happens. Test it. You can blame me. Say, Tessa-Marie says, talk to the angel. Well, I have one somewhere here. Come and connect with me. I need your help. I need to understand that, because we have helpers. We have doctors, physical human beings as helpers, as angels on earth to help us. We have those spiritual guides that are there for us also. It's a matter of seeking them again. Go looking for them. Search for what you desire so that you can use it to help yourself. Do not just go, like my sister tells me, I go to the source. Knock yourself out. Drop at the source. Every now and again, the source, let's say the source happens to be your doctor. He doesn't know how to take an x-ray, so he sends you to the x-ray technician. The x-ray technician doesn't know how, or not allowed to read the x-ray. He sends it back to the radiologist, who reads it and sends the report to your doctor. So all along the way, there are different people's doing things. But when it comes to prayer, we only go straight to God. But God gave us helpers. And we have to learn to check that out. So when it is you're trying to manifest and you're not getting what you want, you are not clear. You have not spent the time in it. You have not spent the time saying, what am I fixing over there? How can I fix this over there? It's over there. It's not here yet. Bring it to you. Or put yourself in the vision of you're seeing, because no, you are what it is you desire. You have to be for it to come to you. As I said, many of us are dissatisfied with the state of our life. But when asked what a better life would look like, we are not able to say exactly that. We yearn for something, but are not sure what it is. Have you ever done that? I know I want better. I know I want this. I know I would love to. Well, take that time. There are times that you have to sit somewhere and say, I yearn for that, something, but I don't know what it is. Why am I feeling disturbed? Some of you guys that are spiritual, I don't mean church spiritual, I mean a spiritual being that accept others for who they are, and accept themselves with all their perfections as they are. And look at others and see the best of them. And not saying you're going to make God change them for you so you can have that. No, he's not going to do that. That is created in the image and likeness. It's insulting to go to God and ask him to change a human being because you do not like them. What you're saying to him is, when you created me, your job was done, perfect. Man, female, God of female, God of man, I don't know, whichever one you choose. But when you created this person, man, you messed up. You need to take it back and fix it. I cannot cope with that. How dare you? It's like somebody gives you a gift and you say, I don't want to take it back. We'll have to learn to accept others for who they are. That is important. So if you yearn for something, but you're not sure what it is, you need to find out what it is am I looking for. What must I do? Not how should I find it. What? Know the what. Know your why. Why do I want this? And what it is do I want? And when you find those two, put them together and begin to work on finding it. John said, I'm listening and this is all amazing. Sorry, I'm not interacting as much because I'm driving. I understand, Jean. I get it. They would think, they want things to be different, but are unable to envision what should be different and how to get it. So you want it to be different, but you're unable to envision what it is you need to do to make it different. That starts with a lot of everyday things in our life. You want your day, your 24 hours to go differently, but you do not know what you have to envision yourself doing to make it go different. That is important. You need to know what it is you must do to change things. And if you do not know, one of the things you can do for yourself is get up and wander. Get up from where you are. Move from where you are. Go for a walk. Stand outside and breathe. And ask that question. What must I do? Not can, because you can, you have a choice. But must. What must I do to get this in my life? What I desire. How do I make it more clear? How do I go about finding exactly what it is I need to have right now? That which I desire, how can I make it part of my life? How can I pull it? How can I bring it to me? Or how can I go find it? Because sometimes we already have it. We are just looking for a version of it that we do not even know we have. We have it already. But like T.S. Eliot told us, man shall never cease from wandering, only to arrive where they began and to know the place for the first time. So when you're in doubt, wander. Go around it. I don't mean to leave your house. The situation you're in and you do not like it. What can I do? The question is, what am I able to do? Because there is one thing I know for sure. Faith precedes miracles. I know that. That I know for sure. Your faith precedes your miracles. But to bring the transformation, there is something that precedes even that clarity. So we know that our faith precedes the miracle happening. I believe, I know it will happen. Right? But even before all of that, there is something that even precedes faith. So you have to see that. Faith precedes miracles. We know that. To be a miracle to happen in your life, you have to have the faith that it will happen. But even at that, for this true transformation to happen, there is something more important than that. And that is clarity. That is making it clearer. That is seeing all of it inside out. Faith precedes miracles. But there is something that is clearer. And that is exactly what you desire. Name it, feel it, be in it, see the color, see it in technicolor. See it as colorful and as vibrant as you desire it to be. Open it up. Be bold to yourself. And many times we are so shy. We are afraid to say what it is we desire to our own reflection in the mirror. Really? If you are afraid to face it and to be honest with yourself, that this is exactly what you desire, how can it come to you? You do not have the guts to be, to say, that's what I desire. I want what you have is not enough. I want what you have at your home is not enough. I want the same car that you drive is not enough. Be clear. When you're writing down your dream, goals, and desire, make sure you can affirm that is exactly what I desire. The first time I heard somebody say that was my husband. He said, I got exactly what I prayed for when I prayed for a wife, and I got you. That's what he said. And he wasn't into, he prayed, but he wasn't like that. He was educated by the Jesuits, so he had his own belief there. But he said that. And I said, I hope you can cope with it. He said, I'll deal. So one of the things you have to remember is to be able to look at where you are. And I say that often to people, and they think I'm being rude or self-centered and all of that. Yes, I am all of that and more. But I listen to you. I am not a motivational speaker. I am a motivational teacher. I will teach you to climb. I will teach you how to get it. So when people say to me, I want to be like you, I say, you can. But you have to be willing to pay the price. How many people would want to get up 7 days a week at 4:15? That doesn't mean I will not sit for 10 minutes later in the day and snooze. That doesn't mean that at all. But that's the price I pay for me to have the energy. When I say to people, I am living the life that I designed, and I mean it. God did not give me limit. He never said, you can only get this. When you heard it, he said, ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door will be open. He did not say that this first time you seek, you will get what you desire. Or when you knock the door, it will fall open and all what. He didn't say that. Ask, and you shall be given. Ask. So why are you hiding? And why are you blaming him because it did not happen? Hi, Kathleen, good morning. So how are you feeling today? You have to remember to ask and be clear. Do not be ashamed when you're describing to yourself, whether you're walking it, writing it on the back of an envelope or in your goal-setting journal or wherever you are doing it. And turn around and say, yes, this is what I desire. Be bold. Look at the reflection in the mirror and say, yeah, this is not good enough. I desire more. Explain. Ask for help. Because when you have heard your friends and family that say, I don't like the life, I don't like where I am. But what it is you would like to make your life better, they cannot answer you. We are very good at knowing what we don't like, but a few of us we have so little faith in our ability to get what we desire that we dare not open our mouth and say it. And faith, if you do not have faith, you won't have miracles. Things won't suddenly work for you. You have to have faith and belief in what it is you desire and be clear about it, affirm it, tear it apart, know it inside out. Feel it before you have it. Taste it before you have it. What did Pavlov and his dog, remember the dog would come, what is the word? I can't remember. As soon as it heard the bell, be that. That is the only way manifestation works. We have to believe it. As I said in here, the results of manifesting lies in the ability to articulate that which is hidden because you have spent the time to search it. It is clearer. This is what you desire. You know that for sure. Many of us are dissatisfied with the state of our life, but when asked what a better life would look like, we're not able to articulate it. We're not able to say exactly what we yearn for. We know we yearn for something, but we're not sure what it is. That's terrible. We want things to be different, but we are unable to envision what should be done differently to get it. We do the same thing and expecting a different result, and they call that insanity. So there's so many insane people walking around the world. I want to be slim, I want to have money, I want to do this, I want to go on vacation, but you're not doing anything to get it. You want what I have or what Joan has or Jerry has or somebody has, but you're not doing anything to get it. As I said, the first thing you need, because is that what we know, is faith, but it's not. Faith precedes miracles, but to bring the transformation, there is something that precedes even faith, and that is clarity. That is clear, without a doubt. You can see all what you desire. You can taste it. You can feel it. You are going on that vacation. Where are you going? I'm going on a vacation. Where? Can you tell yourself? And where? And can you put yourself there and close your eyes? When people go on a vacation, they plan it, they have their dream. They had a dream to go somewhere and be something and do something. Instead, when they are in the moment, they actually get there. They do not stand up and take a deep breath and say, wow, I did it. I wanted to go. I told that to my brother the other day. He went to Dominica. He retired and he went to Dominica. My sister joined him from New York. She retired. She's there. And they were talking to me. I said, have you guys ever stopped in that moment? When that breeze from the mountain is blowing on you and you're standing on the porch at 6 o'clock in the afternoon and you have a sweater because it's cooler there. Looking down at the city that is 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Looking at the west at the ocean and seeing the setting sun. Do not have snow or whatever forever anymore. Have you stopped in the moment and be grateful you're there instead of just doing and doing and doing? You need time to be grateful. If you have received your dream, goal, and desire and you're not enjoying it when you get there, your gratitude is lacking. Change your mind, change your attitude, and change your life. Begin to be grateful when you get to there. It might not be exactly what you desired, but it is as it is. And you say, you know what? That was my goal. That was my dream. That was my plan. I am here now. I am happy and grateful. What I desire, I have received. As I said, it might need tweaking, but the more you give it that feeling, that is exactly how it expands. So instead of constantly being angry that where you are now, you do not like it, remember to say, it is as it is. Where I am is how it is. And I'm happy and grateful that what I desired to have in my life has materialized in my life right now. Yuko said, start saying, saving 20 for vacation is better than just keep talking about going and saving. Oh, I have to start saving. Oh, you know what? My brother's wife told that, Yuko told that to him, that $20, little, her quote was, little savings is no savings. Really? Little savings is no savings? I still do it. I still mentor and coach people that tell me, Tessa-Marie, I save $500, and 2 weeks later when they come for the next coaching session, how is the savings going? Well, you know, I had to use it, so I said, well, how much is left? I don't even let them go into the explanation what they use it for. I do not want to know. I want to know what you have. So I said, how much is left? $20. I said, well, in the future, every week or every 2 weeks, you save $20 and no more. And that, until that $20 builds up to the first 1,000, you are not going to feel it. You're not going to push yourself to do that and plan to get what you desire. Yes, Nancy, you have to be determined. You have to know for sure. And you need a plan. You go on let me tell you, do you know there's some people that plan their vacation with much more detail than they plan their life, their entire life? I have seen people, if I have been on planes with people traveling from Canada to the Caribbean, and if that plane crashes before it lands, and they had to identify them by what they are wearing, they would not be able to. They have an outfit that they left Canada with. By the time the plane is at this point, they have changed in the washroom to something else. Completely changed. But you think they can do that with their life? No. They just accept what comes their way. And then they said, oh, I never got what I wanted. It's somebody's fault. And if somebody I'm so tired of hearing it's the government's fault, everybody's fault except their fault. It's your fault. It's nobody's fault. You do not like what it is that's happening, you do something. And one of the things you can start with if you do not like your government is your ex. They will jump through hoops to get that ex. When they come to my door and they ask me to vote for them, I say, well, what are you going to do? Give me your resume. They're busy telling you what is wrong about the person that's in power, but they cannot tell you what they're going to do that would benefit me. I know all about them already. They have proven their point. I know what they're doing. You want their job? Convince me that you're good enough to get the job. And that's what I tell them. I don't care. Well, and it's usually, sometimes you're lucky you get the actual candidate, but sometimes, and they go, yeah, he's really messing this up. I said, I know. What about you? What are you going to do? And usually they can. So that is the same thing with our life. We have to know what it is. So faith precedes the miracle. But there is something even bigger that transforms, that before the transformation happened, that precedes faith and miracle. And that is clarity. Know what you desire to have in your life. Let me see what you guys have said. I like Nancy's statement. That was good. Start saving 20. I know, Yuko, you're on top of that. This was amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, Kathleen came, Stacy. Jean is listening on the radio. I agree, you can just want something. I remember this story. It's so inspiring. Thank you. I have a friend who's been listening to your morning blessing, and she wanted to say thank you for sharing all of your knowledge. Thanks, Stacy. I'm feeling great and on the road right now. Oh, Jean is driving. And Rita, feeling fine on Monday morning. So wonderful people. It has been great. Let's see what Nancy is here. Stacy, Rita, Yuko, Jean, Kathleen, and Loretta. Thank you, wonderful humans, for hanging with me this morning. I love it when we have our family together. It's such a nice feeling. So the only thing we can do today is remember what it is we desire. Just take a tip. Today you might have the nugget. But remember, the nugget has a lot of crevices. And you might get the pearl, and the pearl, the value just keeps expanding. And of course, Canadian diamond, nothing beats that. Have a great day. Love you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have an absolutely amazing day. Choose you. Choose you. Because you are important. Have fun. Bye-bye.